Hello students, hello everyone. Hope everyone is fine and doing well. So we are going to start the next topic, that is practical problems on union and intersection of two sets. In last class we discussed the operations on sets, what is union, what is intersection, what is complement, what is subtraction of two sets and all. Now today we are going to see some practical problems on the union and intersection. So before we discuss that, we have two formulas to be discussed. One is n of A union B, that is number of elements in A union B will be equals to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Now let's imagine n of A union B is, if you remember the Venn diagram of n of A union B, let me open that Venn diagram. Yeah, this is the Venn diagram of n of A union B, if you remember last class. Okay, now the formula of n of A union B says that n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Now the question is why we are subtracting this intersection part, because A union B means intersection part also has to be included, but here we are included means I have to use plus sign, but here we are using minus sign. So just go to the diagram to understand this. When I say n of A, this complete circle comes. This complete circle includes this intersection part also, right? The circle A includes this intersection part also. Similarly, when I say n of B, number of elements in B, then I have to consider the circle B. This complete circle B I have to consider. Complete circle B means the second time this intersection part is also including. So where you have A intersection B part, this part is included in A, n of A, and this part also included in n of B. That means this intersection part is including twice. Okay, so how many numbers are there in this intersection part? Those numbers will be counted as during the set A, number of elements set A, as well as number of elements in set B. So hence 2 times we are counting this intersection part, but it has to be counted only. Lockdown. 54. Yeah. So that's why we are subtracting n of A intersection B. So next formula is n of A union B union C. The union of 3 sets will be n of A plus n of B plus n of C, the sum of individual elements of each set, then subtraction of n of A intersection B minus n of B intersection C minus n of A intersection C or C intersection A plus n of A intersection B intersection C. So these are the two formulas we use mainly. Now take the example. If x and y are two sets such that x union y has 50 elements, so that means n of x union y will be 50. X has 28 elements, so n of x is 28 elements, and y has 32 elements, so n of y is 32 elements. Then how many elements does x intersection y has? So n of x intersection y is n of x plus n of y minus n of x union y. So what I have done is, we already discussed this formula. So you take this minus n of A intersection B to the left hand side and n of A union B to the right hand side. So you will get the same formula, just we are interchanging the few terms left to right, right to left. So n of x is 28 plus n of y is 32 minus n of x union b is 50. So that will give you answer as, which is equals to 50, 60, 60 minus 50, 10. So there are 10 elements which are common between x and y. So this is one example, maybe one or two more questions. Next example is In a school, there are 200 teachers who teaches mathematics or physics. So wherever I have the or condition, I'll go for union, N of M union P. M for mathematics, P for physics. So how many are there? 20 teachers who are teaching mathematics or physics. Out of these, 12 teach mathematics. So 12 teach mathematics means N of M is 12. And 4 teachers teach both physics and mathematics. There are 4 teachers who are teaching both the subjects. So where you have unconditioned, un means that will be the intersection. So N of M intersection P is 4. Now what you have found, how many teach physics? How many are teaching physics? That means N of P value you have to find. This is the value which you have to find, N of P. The formula remains same. Now N of M union P is given as 20. Okay. Then N of M who are teaching mathematics is 12 plus N of P that we have to find minus N of M intersection P is 4. Okay. Then I'll get this is 12 minus 4 is 8. If I bring 8 this side, you will get 20 minus 8 equals to N of P. So if I subtract this one, 20 minus 8 is 12. So we'll get 12 equals to N of P. Okay. So who is teaching physics is 12 teachers are teaching the physics. Now let me take another example. These are all the examples which are there in the textbook only. So what is this example is? In a survey of 400 students in a school, so there are total number of students in a school is 400. 100 were listed as taking apple juice. So A represents the apple juice. I put N of A is 100 and 150 as taking orange juice. So N of O is 150 who is taking orange juice, and 75 were listed as taking both apple as well as orange juice. So they are drinking both apple and orange juice. So intersection will be 75. Now what does this 400 represent? 400 represents N of A union O? No, because this is not the case where people drink orange juice or apple juice. This is total number of students in a school. So the total number represented by universal set. U is the universal set and N of U is 400. Okay, so this is where most of the students get confused whether it has to be union or it is the universal set, because this is not the or condition, right? There, if I say 400 students drink either apple juice or orange juice, then I can take N of A union O. But it is total number of students are 400, so that will be the universal set, and the number of elements in the universal set is 400. A represents apple, N of A is 400 rupees, 100. Those who are drinking apple juice is 100. Those who are drinking the apple juice is 150. Those who are drinking both apple and orange juice is 75. Now, what is the question is asked? Find the how many students who are taking neither apple juice nor orange juice. They don't. How many students are not drinking apple and orange juices? Okay, that is the question. Not drinking. It's not drinking. It is not drinking. If I say how many people are drinking apple and orange juice, it is already given. 75 people are drinking apple and orange juice. Now the question is how many are not drinking? Not drinking means if A intersection B represents drinking of both the juice. Not drinking means then it's complement, right? The complement represents the negative of the statement. So if I say A is the set of consists of all those students who take apple juice or who drink apple juice, then what is A complement represents? A complement represents those who are not drinking the apple juice. Similarly, set O represents the people who are drinking orange juice. Then O complement represents the people who are not drinking orange juice. So I have to find number of people who are neither drinking apple juice nor orange juice. If you remember our last class explanation, one of the property of the complement we discussed, A complement intersection O complement will be equals to A union O whole complement. That was the formula which we discussed. If you want, I'll just let me check whether you have. Yes, these are the formulas which we discussed. Okay, A complement intersection B complement is equals to A union B whole complement. This was the formula which we discussed that we call as De Morgan's law. A union B whole complement is equals to A complement intersection B complement. Now I have the reverse. A complement in intersection B complement I have to find. So I can write this as A union B whole complement. Okay. So that's what I have written here. A complement intersection O complement will be A union O whole complement. Now one more formula we discussed here only. Is there any such formula? Is the universal set? Yeah, I think. Yeah. Now A union O whole complement will be equals to, whole complement means we already discussed the complement of set A is, if I want A complement equals to U minus A. All those elements belongs to universal set which does not belongs to A, that we call as the A complement. That's what the definition of A complement we discussed. So A union O whole complement equals to number of elements in the universal set minus number of elements in A union O. So which is equals to N of U. Here you have minus. Now the formula of N of A union O is N of A plus N of O minus N of A intersection O. Right? So now what is N of U we have? The answer is 400 minus N of A is 100, then plus N of O is 150 minus N of A intersection O is 75. So you will get next step answer as, which is equals to 400 minus, now within the bracket if I simplify, 150 minus 75 is 75, 100 plus 75 is 175. So if I simplify the final step, 400 minus 175 is 225. There are 225 people who does not drink either of the juice. They don't drink apple and orange juice. So this is how you solve this question. So you have to remember the formulas when you have the neither or nor, that is the negative statement. So I have to convert into using the formula A union O whole complement, and A union O whole complement is U minus A union O. The complement of the complement of A union O set is universal set minus A union O. That was the formula. Then I applied all the formulas. So here is 2-3 formulas to solve this question. Okay. Next question is, a market research group conducted a survey of 1,000 consumers and reported that 720 consumers like a product A and 450 consumers like product B. Okay. And what is the least number that must have liked both the products? They ask for the least number. That means it need not be the exact answer, but I want the minimum number who likes, how many of them are liking both the products in the minimum quantity. When I say minimum, it can be, for example, 100, then 200 also can be there, as 500 also can like both the products. But I want the least possible number who like both the products. That was the question. Again, 1000 is given here. 1000 means it's not the union. This is the universal set. So they have taken N of U equals to 1000 here. Next, S represents the product A. So 720 is the people who are liking the product A. So N of S equals to 720. Then product B, T represents the product B. So N of T is 450. Now I already know the formula N of S union T. They like product A or product B equals to N of S plus N of T minus N of S intersection T. That was the formula. Okay. Now N of S is 720 plus n of t is 450 minus n of s intersection t, that is not given. So 720 plus 450 will be equals to 1170 minus n of s intersection t. So if you want, I will write this formula once. So what do you have? N of s union t will be equals to 1170 minus n of s intersection t. Let me copy that intersection symbol somewhere we have here. Okay, so this is n of s intersection t. Now the question is, how many of them, what is the minimum number where who likes both the products? That means what is the minimum value of s union t? Now here the explanation is given. See, therefore n of s union t is maximum when n of s intersection t is minimum. Okay, so what does the statement mean? So which is equals to, if here, now if I want n of s union t is maximum value, okay, so n of s union t is maximum value, then you have to subtract the least number, right? From 1117 I need to subtract the least value. For example, if I subtract 100, then what you get? 1070. So n of s union t is 1070. If I subtract 200, then you will get 970. As n of s intersection t is increasing, this highlighted value as keep on increases, the subtraction value after subtracting from 1170, here the value I'll get a minimum value. But if I take these values are smaller and smaller, then the subtraction value will go bigger and bigger. So that is the meaning of n of s union t is maximum when n of s intersection t is least. I know S union T is a subset of the universal set. Every set has to be the subset of universal set. N of S union T is a subset of U, which means the number of elements in N of S union T must be less than number of elements of U. So this is the second statement they use. N of S union T, that is number of elements in S union T, must be less than or equals to N of U. Okay. So already know n of u is 1000 elements. So n of s union t must be less than or equals to 1000. When that can be possible, n of s union t must be less than or equals to 1000. When I get this value is 1000, when I subtract n of minus 170, if I put n of s intersection t value as 170, so then I'll get this value as 1000. Okay, so when n of s intersection t will become 170, then n of s union t will be 1000. So n of s union t is 1000. Thus the least value of n of s intersection t is 170. So that's the question is asked, what is the least number must have like both the products. So n of s intersection t must be 170. That is the least value is possible for n of s intersection t. If I take, yes, that is the least value to which is required. So that's the conclusion. Now what you have to do is go to your NCERT textbook, solve the 1.6 exercise, miscellaneous 1. Then I think we have 2 miscellaneous exercises. This is miscellaneous, another exercise also. Complete both. If any questions are not getting unsolved by you, just note it down. We will discuss in the doubt clarification class. Thank you. Have a nice day.